I'm Lauren, I'm an author, and I've set myself a challenge to basically record the kinds of things I'm up to each week in terms of writing. Partly because I want to look back and find out what I was up to, partly to build my confidence, and partly so I can share with other writers and other readers and other people who are interested in research and stuff. So these videos are going to be once a week. They're going to be on a variety of different subjects, basically whatever I've been working on or researching, or things that have been happening to me in that week. I'm hoping also to improve my video skills. As you can tell, they're a bit rudimentary at the moment, but we'll find out how that goes. So yeah, this is week 1. Hi! What have I been doing this week? So it was Halloween this week, so most of the things I've been looking into have been ghost stories, spooks, spectres, occasional murder in a hideous haunted mansion, that kind of thing. So not that different from usual, given what I normally read or research about. We've had a couple of parties. We had the theatre club. I'm part of Shipley Little Theatre. We had our Halloween workshop, which I ran, which was scary but also fun. And we played a few games like Into the Dark Dark Wood. And when I came up with this, sort of based on the good, the bad and the ugly premise, where you have 3 people announcing good news, bad news and worse news, and people acting out the news as they say it behind them. But we're calling it public announcement. So in this instance, it was a zombie invasion. And we had a person giving good news and a person giving bad news, and everyone acting it out behind them, which we had quite a lot of fun with, actually. The other exciting news this week in terms of writing is it's Nanowrimo, which I do every year, and I do the camps, and I love it. I love the idea of being able to challenge yourself to get to a certain word count. I love working with other writers. We have a community group on Facebook Messenger, because I don't know if you've ever done Nanowrimo. If you're watching this, you possibly have, because you're also a writer, or you're aspiring to be a writer. But the two camps during the year have a sort of social network, and you get put into cabins. And some of the people we've met over the years in the cabins, we've sort of got together into a group called Nanowrimo Towers, where we egg each other on and troubleshoot and help each other out of plot holes and that kind of thing. Every year when I do Nanowrimo, I tell myself I'm going to have one project and just do that. This year, I've only got 3, which is an improvement. My main one is called The Last Human Getaway, which is a sort of mad, whimsical romp through Scottish mythology. It's a novel that started out as a prompt, and I'm really enjoying writing it, but I don't seem to have a great deal of time for it at the moment. But that's the one I want to finish first. I've also got an ongoing project, which is a series of murder mysteries and thrillers with a paranormal twist. The one I'm currently working on is called Secrets and Lies. I'm hoping I get at least 4 chapters of that done. So I'm happy for that to be a secondary project. The other thing I'm doing is I'm calling it a promptathon. In the short story club that I run, the Superstars, we've just got to the end of our 4th year's worth of prompts. And at the end of each year, we put an anthology together. This year's been quite busy, so I am literally planning the book launch for the 3rd anthology in the month when the 4th anthology's worth of prompts finishing. So I haven't had a great deal of time for writing prompts. I think I've got 1.5 done out of 12, which is impressive even for me. So I've got 10.5 prompts to do this month. But that will be, I'm hoping to treat those more as a sort of addendum. So I can, if I get stuck on Last Human Getaway and I can't get anywhere on Secrets and Lies, or I finish my 4th chapter of Secrets and Lies and I think, right, that's it, I've done what I want to this month, then I can focus on the prompts. Yeah, so that's my Nanowrimo this year. As I said, we've got the Superstars have got their 3rd anthology coming out towards the end of this month. I've not got a final date for it, but it's all prepped and ready to go now, which is quite exciting. There's 20 authors this year and 3 artists. As usual, there's a vast range of different things going on in there. We had a lot of fun with this year's prompts. I think that's going to be good. What else have I been doing? I've been reading the Icelandic sagas. I've been reading them for a while because I keep having to stop because I keep getting irritated with them. I'm really enjoying them. I love them. We went to Iceland a couple of years ago and I was halfway through then, so I've had quite a lot of time off to read other books in between. But the thing that irritates me about them is everything's going well, and then someone says something about someone else's mum, and limbs and heads start flying off all over the place, and then everybody dies for generations. And everyone thinks this is fine. And I know it was a different culture at a different time, but after that happening in the 6th story in a row, I was like, I need a break from this. But the one I particularly enjoyed this week was Ref the Sly, which is thought to be related to the beast sagas of European older literature, where you have a sort of wily fox character going around breaking the law, surviving each brush with death using cleverness. It's one of those literary devices used at the time where a character can do the kind of things that a human character can't do and still be seen as honourable. So that's a lot more fun because it's obvious fantasy for a start. So it may have been based on truth, but I'm not intensely worried about someone whose head was chopped off 800 years ago. Which is something I have to get over with some of the others. So yeah, that's been quite interesting. Next week's video might well be, oh my god, I'm a week into Nanowrimo and I haven't done anything. We'll see. It's been that sort of a month. October was that sort of a month, so we'll see. So yeah, the main thing I did at the start of the week was I set myself up with a Patreon page. If you've not heard of Patreon, it's a great way for creators of every kind to get support. You can subscribe to that, you get various perks. The link to my Patreon page is just under here in the comments. So yeah, thank you for listening to me waffle. See you next week.